create what's known as a Cestiquue trust. C-E-S-T-I-Q-U-E.
Any other type of trust for
Situs, S-I-T-U-S. Okay. And these two trusts basically created a national character. But it created a national character, more commonly known as the straw man. It's known by many names: straw man, vessel, front, egregious creature, and it basically forms, both of these together forms a corporation. Okay, now this national character of the corporation that was created through these two contract trusts, what it did was it took your name that your parents gave you, and it converted that name into all capital letters. So all corporations function in all capital letters. Now this corporate entity that was created is the only thing that can navigate in commerce. If you have doubts to this, you want to look at your driver's license, your board of election cards, your credit cards, your Social Security card, anything that you use to navigate in commerce. It is not dealing with the upper and lowercase name that your parents gave you, because only a corporation or a vessel, because even the trust is a vessel, a corporation is a vessel. A vessel basically is anything that transports things. You'll hear me make a lot of references to the movie The Matrix. That movie was so deep on so many levels, because it really explains what is going on, and Neil, the role that he played was like a warning. Those are the traits that we're going to have to develop, minus the Hollywood actually. But so in order to navigate in commerce, you need a corporate entity. So when you first hear from a credit card company, they are appealing to the flesh and blood man. They will write you an upper and lower case. After you sign that contract, you will never see your name written like that on any information that you get from them. Because after you sign the contract, they can only deal with your corporate entity. Okay. Now, there's two jurisdictions that are in constant operation at all times. We call it jurisdiction A and jurisdiction B. Now, if we were in our right state of consciousness, we would be functioning in jurisdiction A. Jurisdiction A will call this the Republic. And this will call this Democratic. We'll call this private. We'll call this public. Now, one second. Mercury is retrograde. Being Mercury rules, I usually don't do the public events on the Mercury. Something I'm talking about. I know it's going to sound profound, even bizarre. So I try to document everything on tape as much as possible so people can do their own research. And this is just a little bit about the Sesticane Trust and why the trust was created and used as a tool to assist them out of the bankruptcy. Last time I spoke a little bit about admiralty. We talked about only corporations or vessels can operate in commerce. In commerce, it's all done in admiralty. Maritime admiralty is basically the law of the sea, the law of the water. On my previous tape, I discussed the parallel between being birthed. You know, when you're born, you are B-I-R-T-H. A ship is considered what's called a birth, B-E-R-T-H. A ship stays at a dock. A doctor delivers you when you're born. Basically, a ship carrying vessels, they have what's called a manifest. It documents the condition of the goods being shipped. It documents how, the condition, if anything's wrong with it, if anything's broken. A birth certificate, basically, it's the same thing. It documents how much you weigh, how many pounds, etc. And basically, these are tools that are functioning in admiralty that brings us into this admiralty jurisdiction unbeknownst to us. And basically, there's been a whole world of existence happening right in front of our face, happening right around us, and with the information that I'm going to present today, it's going to be it's information that's pretty much only known by 3% of the population, and this is why it gets perpetuated so long. Now, basically, I have stated that this bankruptcy bailout that we're seeing now, that it started in 1789. And this pretty much started at the formation of this country when you had the war. And the people had wanted to wage the war